Hello, this is Wicked Shrapnel, and I would like to tell you the story about when I crapped the bed. Actually, I crapped the bed on two separate occasions, and this has been a long time ago. I think the first time was in 1998, and the second time was probably around 2002. So it's been over 10 years since I've crapped the bed at all. I've got a good 10, 11 years strong with, making it through a night of sleep without crapping the bed. And I suppose it was me playing the don't shit your pants game that kind of reminded me of this story. And the first time that I crapped the bed was I was living in a house in Omaha, Nebraska, and I had three other roommates, and I was sick. I was not feeling well. I probably ate too much Taco Bell, maybe, or something, and I had diarrhea. And this commentary will definitely be bordering on the TMI, too much information, but I figured I'd share it with you anyway. And so I'd gone to bed the night before, and I'd been going to the bathroom a lot with some diarrhea, and not even like diarrhea where it even has any resemblance whatsoever of poop, but just like pure water diarrhea. So I wake up in the morning to go to work, and I thought I peed the bed or something. The bed is wet, and I reach down and feel my crotch area, and it's all dry, and I'm like, what is going on here? The bed is not, or my front of my underwear is not wet, and I reach around the backside, and oh my god, that is when it dawned on me that I just diarrheaed the bed. So I call into work, and I'm like, I'm not going to make it to work today. And I worked for my uncle, so he's like, come on, are you serious? Like, I was supposed to be doing something, I guess, important that day. And I'm like, I crapped the bed. So I just straight up told him I crapped the bed. And he laughed at me and then said, okay. And I got the day off work, and then I didn't hear the end of it. Anytime I'd call in sick to work, he's like, what'd you crap the bed again? Like, no. So he didn't let me live that one down for quite a long time. And the second time it happened was in a hotel, which made it a little bit more awkward. And this was in 2002, and it was in Geneseo, New York, upstate New York. And I think it was in a Country Inn in Geneseo, New York, if you want to look it up. And it was a relatively new hotel at the time, and I was meeting other co-workers up there that were actually my friends from high school who I got jobs working for my uncle's company, so I hired a lot of my friends from high school that I traveled around the country and worked with. And I showed up there a day before they were going to show up. I got there early, and it was kind of the same thing. Maybe I was drinking too much, but I had some straight up water, liquid diarrhea, and I fall asleep, wake up with the same kind of experience. Thought I pissed the bed because I probably went to bed drunk, and I realized that I crapped the bed. And so I get up and I tear all the sheets off, and now I'm in a hotel, so it makes it a lot more awkward. So I took the sheets into the hotel bathroom, and I'm washing the sheets out, trying to get any smell of diarrhea out of them, and got like a washcloth and scrubbed the bed down. And I was going to be sharing the same room with one of my friends, Steve, the same Steve from the Road to Forever Alone story, where the girl was like, "You're Steve." He was meeting me up there, and so we were all going to meet at the school, so they didn't come to the hotel first. So I woke up and cleaned up my my diarrhea mess, and then I go meet them at the school and think that, you know, the house cleaning service at the motel is just gonna clean the sheets on the bed. No one's gonna know I ever even diarrheaed the bed. So we go and do a full day's work at school, and we come back to the hotel, and he comes in, he's like, "What is this?" And they had taken the mattress, and like, I guess they really scrubbed down the mattress and then set it up next to the heater, and had the heater on like full blast, like drying out the mattress, and then just set me some like sheets and stuff next to the bed for me to put on myself. And so he's like, "What is this?" And I'm like, I spilled a cup of water on the bed that had some ashes in it, and we're gonna clean it up." And he's like, But then I finally admitted to him that I crapped the bed. So it made for, I don't know, it was a little awkward, but he made fun of me for crapping the bed. He's like, "Who craps the bed?" And I can remember a scene in the movie called Trainspotting, where one of the characters on there like crapped the bed, but he full up like took a huge dump in his sleep, which I have never done. It's never been like a full big pile of crap in my bed. It's always been just kind of like straight up liquid diarrhea, and almost looks like I peed the bed, which I have peed the bed quite a few times in my life as well. I never really had a problem with peeing the bed like as a teenager or growing up. I had some relatives that peed the bed, but I never had that problem. All of my peeing the bed stories are me getting really shit-faced drunk and then passing out and waking up to realize that I pissed the bed. And one time, since I got a little extra time in this commentary, I'll tell you another good piss the bed story that is not your average piss the bed story, where I'd gone out and got pretty hammered, and the next morning I wake up and like the foot of my bed is wet, and I check like my underwear, and my underwear is dry all around, and then I'm like feeling down, and like the foot of my bed is just soaked. And I have no idea how it happened, but the only possible explanation that I could think of is that I got up out of bed and then walked to the foot of my bed and pissed on it, and then climbed right back into bed, which I guess is the only reasonable explanation. I had a friend as well have a funny piss story, that when we were traveling and we went and got shit-faced to come back to the hotel, and he woke me up like in the middle of the night. I just hear like water hitting the floor, and I wake up, and it was my friend Eric, and he is pissing in his own suitcase. And I thought he was pissing in the corner because I couldn't really see. It was dark in the room. And he went and got back into his bed, and then in the morning, I'm like, "I think you got up and pissed on the floor." And he was like checking the floor, and it was all dry. And he's like, "No, I didn't." He's like, "Oh my God, my suitcase is all wet." And he pissed like all over all of his clothes, and then got back to bed. So that pretty much sums up my crap in the bed, pissing on the bed, pissing in the suitcase story. So I hope you enjoyed it. And if I think of any other funny stories in the future, I'll share them with you. So I hope you enjoyed it, and I will talk to you later. Take it easy.